Joining me on the Terror Machine. This is your mid-month reading for the month of January 2017, and this will be for the sign of Taurus. So let me go ahead and give these cards a shuffle to see what energies you'll be working with in the last 2 weeks of the month. Okay, what you have in the center of the reading of what you're dealing with, you have the Five of Swords in the upright and the Page of Coins. The Five of Swords upright means that you're trying to attain a victory within any situation of your life, in your life now, currently going through. But the victory that you trying to obtain comes with a negative backlash, or somebody gets hurt in the process, or somebody ends up feeling like like they didn't get a fair share or break in the situation, or being left out. So it could either be happening to you, or you could be doing this to somebody. And the Page of Coins is usually a younger person that's bringing you information that could be pertaining to anything physical in your realm that you can use to benefit yourself. And maybe that's what the victory is, that this person that you're dealing with brought you some information about a new opportunity that could bring you some money, so you went and kind of went for it. But at the same time, when you was going for it to obtain it, maybe you stepped on a couple people's toes, or you played your information, because this is the sword. You probably played your information that you was getting or had to your favor, so you could be more on the beneficial side of that situation. And maybe the young person is involved, maybe you're young in yourself, and that was the action you took to obtain your victory. What's underneath you at your current time is the King of Coins. The King of Coins is a person that's well versed when it comes to handling stuff on a financial level or a physical level. It could be a banker, it could be your boss, but this person knows how to organize their finances, or become they control their finances real tight. You could be going through that after the holidays. You could be trying to find a way to take more command over the finances that went out, or trying to seek out information on how to better your physical realm or finances, or dealing with somebody that was very knowledgeable, or you spending more time with a person that is more earthly bound when it comes to getting or obtaining stuff. The what is behind you is the Five of Wands in reverse. The Five of Wands in reverse, you probably had a situation in the past of fighting, or and then usually it's fighting with like small arguments. Is more of internal people around you knick-knacking at each other with small words and small actions, and maybe those were the actions that you were dealing with to obtain your victory. And you was in this battle for a certain position or a certain thing that you had your mind on, and you went through the period that you was fighting off your contenders, and then you ended up being on top. What's on top of you is what's crowning the top of your reading is the Ten of Wands in the upright. So the Ten of Wands in the upright is whatever this victory you got is coming with a lot of burdens, or you obtained this victory for yourself, but at the same time you were still carrying stuff that from the past that you didn't clear out, and then it added an extra burden on stuff you needed to do to keep your stuff straight in line. Or you at this time have a feeling that with everything that's going on around you that you just have too much on your plate. You may have too much on your plate to be fighting with people, and you have to stay focused on what you have to clear everything that you have to do so you could sit better. Maybe you have a lot of projects that could be having potentials with money or arranging money because you have two coin cards, and maybe one of the burdens is getting your finances in order. So you have to talk to this king of coins to try to um, bring about a winning situation for you with this when it comes to a financial thing. But you've trying to find a way to get rid of what's already on your plate so you can make room for something else to come in. So it's basically you're at a state for the last 2 weeks of trying to clear out old burdens that is weighing you down. And in your future, what you have is the emperor. The emperor is a in the upright. So the emperor is a person that he maintains control no matter what is going on with him. He's authoritative. He knows what he wants. He's confident and he's very definite on his actions. So basically, whatever in the future is saying that with all these burdens is saying that you probably is setting up a specific plan and sticking to it, and you're being very confident in the way you're going about it, and you made a decision that you're going to take the rim or the him and take control of whatever you feel that is a burden around you and try to clear them out. Let's just get some clarifier cards for a couple of these cards. Let's see what the Five of Wands was about in the past. The Five of Wands, basically, you have the Four of Pentacles. The Five of Wands is showing me it was a fight about some kind of money. It was showing that maybe somebody was asking you for some money and you was holding real tight on it due to the holidays, due to extra stuff was coming up. But the fight that was surrounding you in the past was based on a money factor, because it shows that at that time when the people approached you, that you wasn't willing to chip in or deal with help them financially with their situation to clear it out for them, because it was going to you felt that it was going to make you fall short. The second card you have was the Two of Swords in the reverse. So the Two of Swords in reverse said that once you told these people, you analyzed what they was asking, and you made a definite decision not to help the people, and that's what led to the fight. And you decided to not even argue about it. You had laid your words down and just made it point blank and clear that you weren't going to help the people, and the people had an argument. You didn't pay attention to it, and you had walked away from them. Yep, it was a definite decision because you was at the eight of swords in reverse, saying that you wasn't even trapped in a situation when it came to somebody asking for help or bickering over money. You made a clear decision about it. You wasn't gonna let it hang you up. You let it. You basically told the people they had a fight. You didn't pay attention to them, and you just walked away from them. Let's see what the Ten of Wands is of this burden. Okay, you have the Seven of Coins. Seven of Coins is you was thinking that you whatever you was setting up in the past was not ready for to come to fruition, so you felt like you had to take on more burdens to make something more physical be more pronounced so you can see whatever you set up in the past that you was hoping to take inventory and take a notice of and see how far these projects or whatever was going. They wasn't showing no physical sign of anything, so you took on more burdens because whatever you set up in the past wasn't making a kind of physical appearance of materializing. The second card you had was the force source. Now the force source deals with rest. So you could have had at that time when you was trying to take on these burdens, it was a time that you probably needed to kind of not just keep taking stuff. It was warning you that you might have needed to take a rest, or your health was being sort of jeopardized by putting taking on these burdens and worrying about stuff that you set up that you didn't see. But it's saying now going into the future, you might have to take a rest just to get a angle on how to clear your burdens out. And the last card you have is the nine of swords. So with the nine of swords, what it's saying is whatever burdens you have, they're keeping you up. You keep analyzing them and you keep trying to figure out which what angle to do. They got you worried, they got you having anxiety on them. So it's saying that basically when you are trying to get some rest, your mind keeps working on these situations that are going through your life now that you're trying to complete. Let's see what the emperor is. Okay, the emperor is showing that you taking control. Plus, it's showing with the magician that you have everything that you need to clear out these burdens or whatever you want to have victory on. So it's saying that everything, you don't have to go outside of yourself. It's saying that you have everything in your realm. It means you have all your information, your emotions is basically intact because the emperor is confidence. It's saying that you have the drive and the action, and you have enough financial resources to get you through to the next thing comes through. Okay, you have a queen of rods. So you, somebody in this picture, the queen of rods is usually a nurturing woman that knows how to use her information. And this is a general reading, so it could be a male or a female. What it's saying is that somebody in this that is in your physical realm is actually lazy. They're not helping you out. So basically what the reading is saying is, because you're taking control and you have everything, is to basically drop this queen of wands out the picture, because they're not being a benefit for you for helping you clear out this burden. The last card you have is, yeah, the queen of wands is not helping you obtain, or this person that's holding you back or being lazy that's on board with you, they're not helping you obtain your full level of abundance. They is like a burner in the britches, and that's why maybe you have to take control of this project, or you have to take control of your finances, because you got a certain type of waste or something going around that's involved with somebody that do not want to even put their input of action or drive to it. So I hope you like this reading. Go ahead and hit subscribe. You can leave your comments at the bottom. You can thumb the video up or down, and I'll talk to you later.